It's the series finale of Crit Squad Special Kamikaze Unit, and last time on Crit Squad.
Lindsay, you awaken in the same cell that has been your home for the last 6 months. Concrete walls, a small painting of a cherry blossom, a steel mirror, sink and toilet, and a large steel door with a small hatch. You don't remember anything before that, and there hasn't been a whole lot to remember since then. The only way to note the passing of time is the monthly visits from a Japanese mage, dressed in typical office wear, as well as his 2 bodyguards, both humans, dressed in all-black tactical gear. The headache as you come to is blinding, partially from being mind-probed and partially from the hangover of whatever drug they filter in to knock you out. They're here again today. Still nothing. Perhaps some stimulation would bring something to the forefront. Tell the commander.
Wait, so you've all been caught before?
I mean, well, it depends.
I've been here for a long time. I do not know what is going on.
I mean, I was locked up once
All right,
in
Baldy.
Phuket for about a week, but I broke out of that.
Almost on cue, one of the doors flies open. You see a tall, middle-aged Slavic man with broad shoulders and a stern look, very military. If it makes you feel any better, you will be granted access to your equipment from the evidence locker, and your cybernetics will have full access restored.
Wait, I get my suit back?
So is everyone on board.
It doesn't seem like you're giving us much choice.
Yeah, no, I just don't want my head to fucking explode. What are these for?
The walls are heavily guarded. So we have to find a different way to get you into the socks.
I feel like you're asking us to jump out of a plane.
Oh, you won't have to jump. On the back side of the suit, you see printed. Let's see. Does anyone here speak Japanese?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, we have a lot of Japanese speakers. Great. It says Special Kamikaze Unit.
Hello.
Hello?
Who is this?
I think you know who this is. You called me a couple days ago.
Asim? My God, I thought you were dead.
Reaches into his pocket, pulls out a TRID projector, sets it down, and steps back. You see a TRID of Commander pop up, just portrait size.
Welcome. I wish I could have been here in person. I wanted to thank you for leading me to Mr. Burncastle. We've been looking for him for some time. No, we didn't have to put our fits under your skin or anything that complex. It was quite simple, really. Taking your psychological profiles, running it through our own marketing and information forecasting department, we were able to construct a path for you to follow. Shared traumatic events between metahumans has been shown to create lifelong bonds in 93.465% of cases. The best way was to implant cortex bombs in each of your heads. Except for Azim, of course, she received a dud. Her survival was too important for the mission to risk accidental detonation. Azim's presence would be revealed in one of these ways, pushing Mr. Burncastle to reach out to the one he thought he could trust. During this time, we established communications throughout Manhattan until we could hone in on his location. Unfortunately, your usefulness has reached an end. Though we no longer have your sins on file, we do retain biological samples, which has been thawed for ritual use by our best mages. Sayonara, Kamikaze Unit.
Johan told you that, right?
Yes, Johan told me, because I was sent to kill Johan, and I'm glad I didn't. He told me everything that was going on, and then I killed Mikuru, and then...
This paints a clearer picture. And also, if she was involved in running that, then you should feel no shame in what your previous self may have done. If there's some great secret linked to this, something you may have seen, somewhere you may have encountered, if you can find any of those old places...
Then we're leading them right there.
We are, unless we can be good at our job.
Oh, I'm new.
I'm getting a list of names from Johan, of all the people that I killed, and that could help, that could lead us towards more information in that direction.
If we could send that data trail to Paco, he might come up with some locations.
Yes.
Closer he gets to this, the closer he is to getting... We don't have anyone else, though, so... Fuck.
It's a start.
Shit. We have to go to Shiawase.
We have to make sure when we do, we'll be ready for them. No more surprises. No more betrayals. When we go there, it'll be on our terms.
Aye.
Shit, I'm sick of being a pawn. I'm ready.
We'll follow you there, madam. Whenever you choose to go.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Let's get started going after Shiawase.
Sasha lays down, checks that Gable's silencer is still firmly attached to the barrel, takes aim, and fires at the technomancer.
We're at taking the coke and we need an extraction right now. The Shiawase has sent just a bunch of guys and we just shot their technomancer, so we need to get out of here right now.
Doc, go.
Get to the top of the tower, now.
Working on it. I need a bit of a distraction to get through this crowd.
So, Trenchman, at this point, you start to feel the ground shake. Just a little bit, and it gets heavier and heavier, and soon enough, everyone else starts to notice. And then there's just a loud crash, followed by a boom of a cannon as a tank, an old Soviet war-era tank, comes around, crashes into the side of the tower just a little bit, firing deep into the park. The top opens up, and you see one of the guys you've seen at Old Hans kind of waving to you from inside the tank.
That's our ride.
Let's go.
From where you are, somewhere in Old Town, you see a very nice limousine. And as soon as you close the door, the limo just takes off. And you can see behind you the tank goes off in a different direction. I do have an abandoned Soviet bomb shelter I can keep you in for a little while.
This bunker's good?
Oh, the bunker's very good. It is no longer on any of the maps.
I like that.
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, we'll be in your neck of the woods, right? We're as safe as anyone could be there.
Oh, of course. You are my guests.
Right.
I think we could all use a holiday.
The door to the bomb shelter swings open, and you can just smell the must and mildew coming out of it. It's not that great, but it will keep you off the radar. Just look out for any devil rats.
Oh, all right.
Feels like home.
We get a care package at some point.
There's some cans of food down there. Should still be good.
All right. Catch you in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Get some rooms at Old Hans.
sounds good.
All right.
A pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for all of your help.
Please, please, the pleasure is all mine. Slam.
We're back in the box again.
Great.
I checked the door. Does it lock on the inside or the outside?
On the inside.
Nice.
So,
Back up a little bit of blood.
So, what all happened back there? I mean, after we left, something exploded, and I mean, did you?
There's a tank.
we were there for the tank. Are you all right, Sasha?
Sasha nods at Trencherman and ever so gently passes out on the ground.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
So Trencherman puts a hand on his shoulder in white light. And you just get another point of healing just sucked back into you. Just to give you a little pick-me-up, a little friendship bump.
You hear light snoring.
okay. Well, at least he's not, dying from. Are you okay?
Yes, I rather overtaxed myself. I've been a few inches away from the coil, as it were.
I mean, do you need to sit down?
I think sitting sounds good.
Trenchman coughs up a bullet.
So,
He's not dead, if that's what you're asking.
What?
He's not.
You didn't kill him?
As far as I know, I didn't.
Then what happened? What?
He gave me the idea of how to entirely destroy him, and that seemed far more worthwhile.
So he's still out there somewhere.
Not for long. The packet was sent. He's done.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Baldy kind of slides down the wall, sitting next to Trencherman as she's thinking. I guess I always just kind of pictured all of this ending with him dead.
I've gone these last months under I guess I'll have to own up, a delusion. I thought he was the man responsible for what I am. But that happened 55 years ago. When Sasha made me realize that, I also realized that this need for vengeance, it isn't real. What matters is keeping us alive and destroying their ability to take what we have from us. It no longer was important to kill OPEC. We needed to hurt their bottom line, their margins, and make sure they knew it was his fault. That'll get him off our back. And probably put him in the ground as well, which I won't weep over.
True. For what it's worth, I think you made who you are. I mean, this thing happened to you so long ago, but you've remained true to yourself through all of that, through being alone for so long, and then what you did back there. I mean, we thought you were dead, and I really appreciate your help when you got thrown together with us and you really didn't have to do any of this.
You two have become very important to me. I've been living alone so long, with nothing but my goal and my code, and my utter blindness. And meeting you two has entirely changed my world, and I'm still not sure how to feel about it, because I realize that I have love for you both. And that... something I didn't think I'd know again. So thank you.
Thank you. Baldy puts her hand on Trencherman's hand, and silent tears run down her cheeks.
We will get out of this. And I hope you two are free.
You as well. I mean, I don't want these to disappear underground again. You're not alone anymore. You have us.
That in itself is a kind of freedom I have not enjoyed. My quest will not end, and I need you to know I will be putting myself in great danger, and it will be putting you in danger as well. So if you two want to just go, I need you to do that. I need you to live well and long. I need that. Which doesn't mean I won't work the old communique device. I know how.
Of course.
Yes, well. Oh, look at me getting all emotional like a damn American. I've been living under New York for far too long. Killed my accent, now it's killing my fortitude. I'm gonna go kill some devil rats.
Trencherman's fast asleep in the corner. Sasha, you're just digging out the very bottom of actual beans that were still here from the 80s.
These are a lot better than I thought they'd be. They're salty, but holy shit, you want some?
I mean, sure, it's not weird sludge from a machine in the wall, so...
Well,
yeah.
in a way, it sort of is.
Well...
Oh dear. Should we turn him on his side?
I mean, maybe, but last time I got, my hands cut up pretty.
He's pokey. Doc!
Excuse me. What?
You definitely weren't snoring again.
I used to have sleep apnea, but apnea.
Used to?
I mean,
like up until the moment you woke up?
I don't grouse at you for your habits.
You have very scarily groused at me for my habits.
Well... So, up and refreshed. No devil rats around here. I'm growing bored. Not going to lie, it's probably best if we get out of here pretty soon. I'm rather more than peckish.
That's...
Yeah, yes, not funny. And grows less funny by the day.
Yeah, all right.
But keep your spirits up.
Okay, it's probably been long enough.
I mean, yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I mean, at least according to the marks I scratched on the wall over there, so...
Yeah, real deep.
I've also signed my name on that corner of the wall, so, if you guys want to put your names there too, feel free.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Trencherman's just scratching Roland Muriel into the wall with his claws.
Can I borrow? Sasha reaches for Trencherman's claw.
Oh, be my guest.
Yeah, just all right, hold it loose there, and I'll loosen up your elbow.
It's as loose as I can get.
Sasha scrawls
Your hands are surprisingly gentle.
their name in the side of the wall with Trencherman's fingernail. All right, that's...
Did you have to punctuate it?
Among the weirdest things I've ever done.
You suddenly hear the door just creak open, and someone shouts down at you in Estonian.
You're going to have to speak up with a little more English, I'm sorry.
Out now.
Listen. Prince has assured us we get back to Old Hans. He can protect us, and he's gonna get us out. We can't look like this on the way there.
And you're both going to look like the most touristy of tourists. Fanny packs, floppy hats, colorful shirts.
Oh, I like this one.
Also look like a big, doofy-looking troll guy with sandals.
It's no neon hat, but I guess we'll get those soon enough.
As you step out, the sunlight is blinding, but the fresh air is so refreshing. After being trapped in that stale air for so long, you're suddenly struck by the vibrant greenness of the forest around you. You see the prince's limousine parked outside, the door open, and he's in there with a mug of presumably ale.
Come on, the party's just getting started.
Okay, good. I'll need a room.
Of course.
Thanks.
I made my lemon tarts.
Ooh.
The secret is just a pinch of sea salt. And real lemons, of course. Not everyone can afford that, but hey, it's Yanapiv.
Baldy is already eating a tart.
It is delicious.
These are really good. Wow.
Yeah. Man of many talents.
Hey, I don't like to be pigeonholed into just a, I'm such a tough crime boss,
Yeah.
I'm a complex
With the torture and the confections.
Right, yeah.
Takes the edge off after, I'm sure.
I've got dimensions. I've got layers.
And he shouts in Estonian, and the limo takes off.
As we pull off towards town, Sasha leans in close to the prince and asks, you know a good tailor?
You guys enter Old Hans to a party that is just going crazy right now. Drinks are being passed around, all kinds of cheeses and meats and dried fruits. It is very, very medieval feeling, but oh my god, the cholesterol in here. You guys are led upstairs to your own rooms where you're going to be able to stay for a little while.
Doc, I need you to be honest with me. How bad is it? Sasha's pointing to where the AR hat would be.
It looks as you would expect.
Okay, you're just being nice. All right, I'll go with it. Please, hang on. I hope. Sasha tries the handle to the door.
It opens.
And steps inside. Does the hat disappear?
No.
Oh, fuck. See you in a while, Doc?
I think you will.
Good.
A little bit of time has passed and Baldy has started to get ready to go to this party, but she has been standing in front of her bed. She's wearing a long blue dress. It's kind of like the dress in Anastasia. It has like a little see-through little fabric coming down from the shoulders. And she's been standing in front of her bed for maybe 20 minutes now, staring down at the array of weapons that she has laid out on the bedspread.
Sasha sits at the edge of the other bed in the room, and they've just sort of been watching Baldy get ready, but still sitting in the punctured, blood-stained suit, kind of watching her get all dressed up. Scans the weapons on the bed and says, "So, you gonna bring those with, or,
I can't... I literally can't remember ever not needing to bring these with me. And it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. Like, it's over, right? What do we do now? What do I do now that I don't have this thing that has been the only thing that we have been moving towards this entire time, the entire time that I can remember? And now there's nothing, and I don't know what to do."
Sasha reaches out and touches the small of Baldy's back. "Watch me." And they get down from the bed, and hands remove the suit jacket, revealing the 4 different holsters. This whole time, Sasha is just trying to see into Baldy through her eyes, and without watching, just moving their hands over the different buckles and clasps, one by one, removes every single pistol from every holster, hidden or otherwise, buckle by buckle, belt by belt, and drops them all on the ground, and opens their hands to Baldy. You could just do it.
Baldy reaches out and grabs Sasha's hands with her hands, and a couple tears come out, and she just nods.
"I gotta do something before we go out."
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yes.
Can I trust you? And the question comes out not in the way like, can I trust you not to lie or betray me? There's something else there. It's a different question.
Baldy slowly sits down, so she's sitting next to Sasha and can see into Sasha's eyes, and she gives their hands a stronger squeeze and says, "Of course you can trust me."
All right, give me 15 minutes. And Sasha takes the package that the prince delivered and goes behind the changing partition. And you hear the rustling of clothing and the scrape of a razor and some packages opening and shutting, and you hear a few, fuck, how do you, hang on. All right, I fucking got this. And after a few more minutes, the sounds sort of die down, and Baldy can just hear and Sasha calls from behind the curtain, if this doesn't, it'll be okay. And they walk out from behind the curtain. And the first thing you probably notice is they're not wearing the suit the same way. It's a little longer. It's got a more flared waist to it. It's also, you can tell from a distance, not armored, with some more tapered pants tied around the ankle, slightly higher heels. And you can see Sasha has shaved every last bit of hair off and applied just a touch of red lipstick and blue-green eyeliner, and sort of does a half-hearted spin and says, I got to thinking about how we can't probably walk around looking like the fuckos who stormed Parliament. And you look like, you look, I've never worn anything but that fucking suit. And when I kissed you in the bunker underneath Parliament, listen, this story's just gonna be weird. I started to think how I wanted to do it again, but not like that. And I didn't want to, and I just didn't, and it didn't feel, I wanted to wait until I could be like this. And Sasha is just sort of rubbing their hands up and down their legs. This is new. But what I wanted to ask you before, is this still good?
Baldy stands up and walks over to Sasha, and she fixes the collar a little bit. It's a little bit lopsided.
I couldn't, because
It's all right. And then she puts her hands on Sasha's face, and she kisses Sasha's cheek and says, "You look beautiful."
Thank you. Fuck. Okay,
Hey, I got you. Remember? We're in this together. And no matter what happens later, we're here now. It's gonna be okay. So, why don't you take my hand?
Oh shit, I'm gonna have to fix that. Sasha rubs at the dripping eye makeup. That's okay, that's gonna take some getting fucking used to.
Hold on. Let me just fix it.
How do I?
It's all right. Here.
Okay.
And Baldy just kind of smudges it a little bit so it looks more like a smudged liner look and less like a drippy drip. And then she does it to the other side, like just so it's even.
Sasha grabs Baldy's hand as it's on their cheek. This is worth it.
Yes.
You wanna go get really drunk?
Yes, I do.
Okay. On the way out, Sasha takes Baldy's hand and starts to just walk out of the room, but then stops and turns back, sort of to check. Is this good? Is this okay?
Yes, this is good. Let me just do one more thing.
Okay.
And Baldy pulls up
like the hem of her dress and removes the one shuriken she has strapped around her calf and places it on the chest of drawers next to the door. I don't need this.
Okay. You also got to be careful how often you do that. Oof.
Sorry. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's go party.
So you guys descend down into the main room of the bar. There's all kinds of people dancing, singing, drinking, and there's a little bit of smoke flowing in from the open door. Out in the streets, you can see a huge bonfire, and people are jumping over it back and forth to guarantee good luck. The prince is there by the bar, drinking some more ale, and picking at some of the cheese slices he has on a charcuterie board.
Hey, Prince.
Oh, hello, friend.
Hey,
You clean up nicely.
Sasha blushes 10 shades darker than they are strictly comfortable with. Yeah, thank you. Question. Point of order. I owe you a fuck ton of money, but I also want to get real drunk right now. If I give you this, Sasha hands a cred stick over with the 20 grand on it. Could we maybe just call the drink square?
I think we can do that.
Good. Sasha catches the barkeep's attention.
They fill up a full tumbler for you.
Baldy is already eating a turkey leg, as well as holding a flute of fancy champagne and bopping along to the music.
Oh, before I forget,
yeah?
Your other friend, the big scary one, he left a note for you.
And he hands you an actual piece of parchment.
Okay.
Flip it open, and written in gorgeous calligraphy, it says,
There are some things I need to attend to. Live well, my friends. And I hope to see you again. Your dear friend, Dr. Roland Muriel.
Sasha pauses for a moment and shows the note to Baldy.
So he's gone then.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, he does have a phone, right?
You'd be surprised how difficult he finds it to use them properly.
Look, I understand you two are very clearly going through quite a bit. I've never seen someone shout at their emotions as much as you, my young friend.
I'm having a moment. That is true.
So, let's drink, make merry, and you can find him in the morning.
All right.
And he goes and saunters off and puts his arm around one of his other buddies. And
you know what? It will be fine. He knows what he's doing, and who knows, maybe he'll turn up again someday.
I just hope he's okay.
Me too. Baldy clinks her glass with Sasha's glass to Dr. Roland Muriel. May he find what he is searching for and remain in one piece.
At least at the end of the day.
Yes.
This is Ziggy on Radio Free Detroit. Yous know and the Ziggy knows the corpse can't be trusted. Yous all seen that video that dropped, the one by the sometime Shadowrunner John Galt. A chummer who really knows what information is free is all about, yeah? Well, that video showing them recordings of them experiments. Some news is saying it's all fake, and some news is saying it is just a marketing for the new movie. Well, we know who is owning them news shows. The Ziggy heard Shiawase hired the Charisma Associates, and that means spin. They want to make their own truth.
You know, the best cover-up would be if they just make that movie now.
That is evil.
Hello, and welcome to UCAS Public Radio. I'm Brian Redman. The time is 2:36 p.m., and we have an update on the terrorist attack in Tunisia. As you may have heard, last Thursday the city of Tunis was attacked by a group of Mero, assaulting the shoreline and infiltrating the city. While the city is largely underpopulated due to rising global temperatures, there are still tens of thousands who call the city home. No one yet knows the purpose of the Mero's attack, but we can say that 5 humanitarians from the Atlantean Foundation working in the city have escaped miraculously unharmed. They reported seeing a Zunu quad rushing to a crypt under the city.
The left side,
But then this side is too close to the
No,
wall.
I hear you, right, but then if we kink it up around the corner, it'll get through.
Okay, hold on.
No, I'm slipping. I'm slipping. Don't move it like that, okay?
All right.
Fuck, you'd think this would be easier the second time.
I know, right? Oh, jeez. Okay.
Let's just fucking put it down.
Okay. Ugh. Okay. You get on that corner, I'll get on this corner, we pick it up, and we just move it in one quick shove around the corner, and then we'll be good.
All right, I got you.
Okay? All
Ready?
right. One,
2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Right over here?
Yep.
Right over here?
There,
Towards the wall?
There, yep.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay.
Fucking shit.
Jeez. If we ever throw this couch away, we will cut it up in tiny pieces before we
I was
it out.
gonna say, burn it to the ground with the rest of the fucking apartment.
Oh, jeez.
Sasha looks around the space. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me smile a little bit. Oh, hang on. Before we put the laurels on that fucking horse, Sasha walks over to the paste machine, very tentatively pushes the button.
Soy paste slowly oozes out.
Oh, it fucking works! The paste machine works. It works. Hang on, I pushed chocolate. Let's see.
Tastes like chalk.
Holy shit.
Good?
I mean, no. But like in a specific way that was expected and intended. We're gonna have to learn to cook, though.
I figured.
So you finally push Trencherman's old chair back into the corner by the bookshelf with Sasha's copy of the Iliad on the nightstand. The rest of the apartment, it is a very small 2-bedroom in Battery City. Thankfully, the AR has finally fully kicked in, and you can only smell vanilla and lavender rather than the stench of stale urine that generally wafts in from the city.
I like this place.
Me too. It's nice.
Thanks for, staying.
Of course.
Sasha nods a little bit to themselves. It's good.
Baldy kind of shifts a little bit nervously and then turns to Sasha and says, okay, I have something a little bit out of the blue to ask you, and don't worry, it's fine, it's nothing bad.
Okay, that's usually what people say when something's fine and it's nothing bad.
But I mean, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, you know, everything is new, and I'm a different person, and we're starting this whole new journey and this whole new life, and I really think that I need to figure out who I am now. Like, I mean, I don't really want to keep being called Baldy, but I don't want to be called Azim either. So I need to, I know it's gonna sound cheesy, I need to find myself. But, you know, I would like to go explore and see things and see places and people, and I was wondering if maybe you wanted to Come with me.
Sasha thinks for a moment, their mouths sort of half open, half smiling, half not quite knowing what they're thinking. But after a moment, sort of looking off to the side, it is new. There's a lot of new. Sort of gesture to their baldness and makeupness, and like it's new is good, new is hard. But if you need to find yourself, do you really want me there? I want to come. I'm not telling you no. But I'm a lot. And if you need to find you, what I want for you is for it to be all yours. You're baldy because of me. I want you to find who you are because of you.
Okay.
So, I'm not saying no, but I am saying I will be here when you come back.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess. And I mean, I'm not going to be gone forever. Don't worry.
Right, and
I have a limited
leaving
budget
tomorrow, right? We got there's a bed. I don't mean to be, but like it's.
No, I'm not leaving right away.
Right. Okay.
And I'm
So
not
we get
going
to
to be gone forever.
And here, like in the apartment for a minute, and like books
Yes.
and okay,
Yes.
because I would hate for you to go.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
right now, that would. I mean, I was sort of saying yes for like future is sort of what I was thinking. Like next, I'm rambling.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I mean, sometime, maybe next year, but I just want you to know that's what I was thinking. But I'm going to write, and it's only going to be for probably a couple of months because, limited budget and everything. But I'm glad that you will be here when I get back.
Always.
But that's in the future, and this is now. So I say we shove all the unopened boxes in the corner and order in a shit ton of Chinese food.
Yes, please.
And sit in front of the window and watch the city from our new beginning.
You're my favorite.
You're pretty great yourself.
What a loaded trick! Shiawase was found not guilty of violating the security clause with their lab. Can you believe it, chummers? The lab that was full of tortured, infected metahumans hiding right underneath Parliament? Apparently, those corporate lawyers are worth every penny. Invoking extraterritoriality in the lab right under Parliament? Such bull trick. Ugh. Just look away, chummers. What goes on where we can't see it won't affect us down the line, right? Wrong. But in a related matter, the trial regarding manosphere pollution is still ongoing. If history serves as any example, they'll get off with a laughable fine, an acceptable investment for doing business. But on the bright side, Shiawase Security Services and Shiawase Biotech had to give up the underground facility, thanks to the deeds of Talon activists protesting the continued experiments. The corps may control the courts, but the people still have some power in the world.
You find yourself sitting at a bar in Chinatown. You've been looking for your friend for weeks, it feels like, and there hasn't been sight of hide or hair of him. But this is his usual spot, and as long as you keep checking here, he's bound to turn up.
All right, Yarrow gets into the bar. He kind of brushes off his coat. It's been raining outside. It's kind of dirty. He goes and he sits down at the bar itself. Not too many people in the room. He looks over at the bartender. Kevin?
Yep.
And then the bartender sets down 4 beers, all half full, and a bottle of vodka. And Yarrow pours the bottle into one of the beers. Starts drinking it. Busy day?
No more than usual.
Seen any short, hairy dwarfs in here as of late?
Yeah, well, no more than usual.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sasha walks in, dressed sort of in like a similar style to the way they dressed it in Estonia. On the way home from work. Hey, Kev.
Hey.
Scotch. Light pour today. And they sit down at the bar. Takes the drink. Thanks, Kev. And sips it slowly, watching the Trid display above the bar.
Yarrow kind of looks over because he recognizes the voice, but it's not quite registering. Takes a big swig of his vodka and ale, whatever's mixed in there. I look over at him and, long a day, partner?
Sasha looks over after a beat, because at this point, well, they and Baldy have had several talks about the difference in the way people treat you based on how hot you look. So there's a little bit of a... and they turn to look, catch Yarrow right in the eye. 2 seconds pass, and Sasha says, "Holy shit. Holy shit."
Is it Sasha?
Holy shit. Sasha's already hugging you.
All right. He's
Oh,
like,
fuck, buddy. Oh, sorry. Sasha pulls back. I did a thing. And they gesture to their face and the clothes.
You're on the job, so still working, huh?
No, not. Well, I work for Benny. No. This is some. I did a thing. This is me.
Ah, so this is a metamorphosis of sorts.
Yeah, science words. You're here.
He hugs you. It's good to see you.
Sasha takes a deep pull of the scent of Yarrow's jacket. Oh fuck! I missed you, bud.
What has happened since I've seen you last? Well, maybe I should begin.
Yeah, that might help establish context because I don't know if you want the short version, the long version, or the version I'm going to tell you.
Well, I was attacked by a spirit on my farm. We'll get
farm? Pin in that?
Yes, we can come back to the farm.
All right, there's some dots that'll be connected, I'm sure.
And I figured you were in trouble, so I came back this way to see what was the situation.
Oh, I was fucked, but...
Like literally, or?
I mean, in that way, like not quite falling off a building fucked, but also I did jump off a building, so that's not fun. But Sasha gestures to the news ticker on the Trid above the bar. We sort of unfucked it.
I see that. Are you free? Is it over?
Sasha checks themselves a second. I mean, I haven't gone looking for trouble. Yeah. Yeah, it's over.
I guess we're both out then.
You're out? You punch the ghost? Sasha smirks.
Well...
How hard you punch it?
The ghost almost killed me.
Okay, but like how hard you punch it?
Pretty hard. And then I almost died.
Oh. Well, yeah, but like you've done that before.
This is true.
It's not great. It's not. I'm not trying to minimize your shit. Speaking of your shit, farm.
Well, I got it back to Snowhomish, where Anna was, and I found her, and she hit me.
Yeah.
And then she hit me again.
Cool.
And then I thought maybe of calling the authorities because I was getting beaten heavily, but I didn't. And then we did adult things where our bodies
Like file your taxes?
both experienced intense amounts of pleasure.
Okay. Hey, Kev?
I don't know if you want me to describe specifically what we did.
Double, please.
On it.
I can't stop you, but I wish you would.
Anyway, so I started a new veterinary clinic for horses and other large animals. I see llamas and also cows. There was once a juggernaut named Stephanie that came in with a bowel obstruction that had to be removed.
Wow.
I even bought some horses.
Shit, buddy, you got real boring.
I bought a white horse that I named Midnight. And I bought a black horse that I named Snow White. And also a very small miniature horse that I named Sasha.
Oh, that's very kind of you. You're a piece of shit. I really, really missed you.
I missed you too.
Glad you're safe.
Well, horse Sasha is dead, so luckily.
What the
real
fuck?
Sasha.
You could have just left that out. Was it a bowel obstruction? Kevin, he's paying for his own fucking drinks.
No, the ghost killed horse Sasha.
It keeps getting worse. It was murdered by a ghost.
Well, this is my life now.
Well, okay.
I'm happy.
Good. Is Anna happy?
I believe that she is happy. So where are you living now? What does your life look like?
Can I show you?
Sure, it's close by. I have 4 beers and a bottle of vodka I'd like to finish first.
I mean, we can go after.
He starts drinking very quickly.
Traveling down a long, dark, carved-out tunnel underneath the city of Tunisia, a large figure with a scarf draped over its face digs through the last bit of dirt.
There. Do you see it, my friend? Can you take us through?
I can try.
Play then. Play.
You hear discordant flute music. And a small spiraling web of green sparks opens up. It's only maybe 3 foot wide, just barely enough for Trencherman to squeeze through, but on the other side you can see another plane of existence.
They're coming. Let's go.
Down the hall you hear dozens of wet footsteps and the cocking of rifles and shotguns.
You're too late.
After you, Doctor.
Just as Trenchman gets on the other side of this portal and looks behind him, a whole group of Marrow coming down this hallway, each of them armed with assault rifles. He winks as the portal whisks away.
Hey there, chummers, it's Tiny and the crew. While you're on your morning commute, we've got some big news from the Draco Foundation. For all you vampires and ghoulies out there, the Draco Foundation has announced a possible cure from HMHVV that has entered final metahuman testing trials. That's right, we might soon have a cure for all the flesh-eating critters crawling around in the shadows. Now, this brings up an interesting question, at least between the crew. If the cure works, would you be comfortable working with someone who used to be infected? Would it bother you to find out that your neighbor used to subsist on flesh and essence? Should that database of formerly infected be public knowledge? Be sure to click on your AR feed and call in to leave us a message with your opinion. And as always, caller number 9 gets a free t-shirt.
Hi, it's me. I promise you I have not broken my comlink. I just don't want to answer the phone. If you think your message is important enough to break through that steely resolve, knock yourself out. Maybe we'll talk later. Probably not.
Hi, it's me. So I made it to Seattle fine. I almost missed my plane, but it's okay. But I went to a very nice restaurant, and I think I'm going to meet Johan a little bit later. He sent me a message. But it's very exciting. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of things to see. But I miss you, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye. Hello, hey, it's me again. I'm sorry for all the noise. There's like a tornado or something happening outside. I don't know. Some big windstorm that happens like in this zone with all the corn and the grass, and it's a lot. But don't worry, I'm in the basement. I met some very nice people. We were at the party. So now we are in the basement. We have snacks. We have candles. I think we're going to play Never Have I Ever later. Oh, I cannot wait to meet all of these people. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that I'm okay. Don't worry about me. I'll call you later. Okay, love you. Bye. Hey, it's me. I know it's late. You're probably asleep. I just wanted to hear your voice. I'm okay. I'm just sitting in my hotel room, looking out the window, and I miss you. I mean, this whole trip has been great, but I don't know. It's hard traveling by myself, and I can't really ever remember doing it before, so it gets lonely. And I don't know. The beds always feel too big. But I just wanted to tell you I miss you. Give kittens a scratch for me. And I will talk to you later, I guess. Okay. Bye.
Now, see here, there's either one of you or five of you, and you're going to have to decide which if we're going to do business. What do you mean there's something glowing in my pocket? Oh, possible interdimensional service, that's insane. Sasha. Hello! Oh my, I hope you're doing tops, old boy. Give my regards to Miss Baldy. Baldy. I wonder if she's taken names so far. It's been so long. Oh, I'd love to catch up. I don't think that's going to be any time here, but who knows when here becomes there and when. Time's a little wobbly in here. Anyway, top.
Hey, it's me. I was just thinking about you, and I wanted to give you a call. I'm sitting on a very tall hill, looking out at a very gorgeous sunset right now. There are birds singing somewhere, and I can see the whole city below me. It's really pretty, but it made me think of you, so I just wanted to call in quick and check in. I can't wait to see you in a week. I really can't wait to see you. So I just wanted you to know that I love you and I miss you and I get to see you soon, and that's the best part. So I hope you're having a good day. Okay, bye.
Hey, I'm sorry. I know that I was supposed to be there in an hour, but I feel like I need to stay. I can't explain it right now. There's a lot going on, and I feel like I can't come home yet, and I know it sucks, but I just wouldn't feel right if I left right now. I'm going to stay for a little bit longer. I'm not quite sure for how...
Your message box is full. Please deposit more funds to increase the size of your message box. Your message box is full. Please deposit more funds to increase the size of your message box. Your message box is full. Please deposit more funds to increase the size of your message
Sasha and Yarrow walk through the front doors of Hunan Fortune Restaurant in Chinatown. There's the heavy glow of all the neon lights around, constant bustling of people, the smell of not only waste and garbage and grease, but also freshly cooked and marinated soy chicken and soy beef. As you enter the restaurant, sitting at his usual table on the left, you see Alistair.
Alistair?
Sasha.
Alistair?
Yarrow. I didn't expect to see you again.
Sasha hefts the garment bag they brought in with them. It's the last one. Armored, biomonitors, auto-injectors, down to the last detail. With my own 2 fucking hands.
You know there would have been faster ways to pay this debt.
But not better. Sasha glares at Alistair, more for their own benefit than any attempt to intimidate him.
I suppose that is a matter of opinion.
It's been a while since we've seen eye to eye. But it's time for you to pay me now.
I am, if nothing else, a man of my word.
You are nothing else.
Your mother has been working for me undercover in Wuxing, Hong Kong, connecting me with the trading shipments, supplies, routes, as well as the goings-on of their magic research.
Is she good?
She's safe. She's good. If everything goes according to the timeline, she'll be out in 2 years.
You took her?
She owed me a debt.
For what?
That is her burden to share, not mine.
When she's done, give her my comm code. I'll pay you to do it.
I can also send her a message if you would like.
No. Just let her know I'm safe, but don't let her know about this.
Suit yourself.
Sasha closes their eyes, and a tear just barely escapes.
Yarrow grabs Sasha's shoulder.
You just took her. And then you took me. And I had all this angry shit I wanted to say, but it occurs to me in this fucking moment that you're too broken to give a shit anyway. So I'm gonna leave.
Perhaps our paths will cross again in the future.
You probably wouldn't want that, Sasha says, and leaves the restaurant.
Yarrow picks up a fortune cookie off the table that's next to him, cracks it open, looks down at it, and looks up at Alistair and says, "You're a real dick." And then he tosses it on the floor and walks out.
You guys are going down the sidewalk of Chinatown. You got all the paper lanterns, AR dragons floating overhead with the names of various restaurants and suppliers emblazoned on the sides in their scales.
You okay, buddy?
I mean, he just fucking took her. Sasha looks up at Yarrow. And then me, because you wanted to?
Some people are just monsters.
And you? I can't fix that. But, if all that bullshit had to fucking happen, I'm really glad I got you out of the deal. They don't take returns anyway, so...
It will never feel totally right, but it meant a great deal to me.
Thanks, buddy. Listen, I don't really want to watch you get on another plane. But, safe travels.
I'll be back soon.
Bring your wife.
All right. Maybe do Christmas.
Deal. Sasha takes a right out of Chinatown and makes their way to the Empire State Building. Just takes the stairs and gets to the observation deck and looks east. I love you, Mom. Sorry I couldn't fix it. But I'll see you soon. Got a lot of shit to talk about. You're gonna love it.
Good morning, Manhattan. This is New Yorker Newsnet, and I'm Kent Rossetti. Our top story tonight, a breakdown on the L train that left thousands of commuters stranded on their way to work. But first up, a tragic death in the Shiawase family. The vice president of Shiawase Security Services, Kalev Opek, was found dead in his penthouse in Tallinn, Estonia today. Authorities say he had a self-inflicted stomach wound akin to the ritual of seppuku, and 2 bullet wounds in his head. It's currently ruled a suicide. Vice President Opek was a natural-born leader and stood out among his peers even in his graduation class at Amore Shiawase Business School. Seeking a cure for HMHVV virus was always a passion of his, and he used his excellent networking abilities to promote synergy between the Shiawase Security Services and Shiawase Biotech in an effort to find a safe, effective way to treat and cure patients. He will be sorely missed. Next up, The Morning Hoop on New Yorker Newsnet, brought to you by Stuffer Shack. Get all the gossip fit for facts in less time than it takes to brew a fresh cup of Stuffer Shack make-at-home instant soy calf. Stuffer Shack, you don't even need to leave your house. This has been Kent Rossetti with New Yorker Newsnet. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good morning, everybody. This is Roxanne Gomez, and you're listening to The Morning Hoop.
Oh my God, did you guys hear? Did you guys hear what happened last night?
No, what happened?
Some Shadowrunners broke into a corp and they ruined all of the research on that scary disease that everyone talks about.
But what if we get that scary disease?
You're not gonna get that scary disease.
Which one?
The scary one.
Did anybody tell us what diseases we're talking about?
Oh my gosh, you guys, don't you listen to the news? Well, I guess we're the news. It's HVHVV.
It's HMHVV.
Look,
it's
of course, Kathy.
HWV1V. No. It's the one that turns you, into a vampire?
Look.
Oh my gosh, you just can't go around talking about vampires.
I'm just worried about...
This is a family show.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm worried about the children, okay? What happens to our children? These Shadowrunners are out here. They're causing a hoopla. They put the children in danger. They don't care about anyone but themselves and drugs and sex and money.
You know what? It's not even the fun stuff.
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm
totally
worried
agree.
about.
I totally agree.
Here's the thing, is that if they weren't so tacky, maybe they wouldn't have to do crimes, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen an attractive Shadowrunner? Because I have.
Listen, I knew this guy when I was in college.
I think we should keep this conversation PG.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look, they don't call me Kathy Cullen for nothing, okay? I think that we just really need to put the kibosh on these bad people doing these bad things. Shadowrunning is a crime, and I think that Shadowrunners should be tried at the highest possible degree that they can be.
I agree. Mm.
Speaking of which, when it comes to security, especially home security, you can't go much better than Monarch Security. And I hear they've got a new system coming out.
Yes, oh my god, as a girl living alone in the city, security is super important to me. You never know who's out there. So Monarch Security makes me feel safe in my own home.
Look, I think that if you care about your children to any degree, you will get this security system and you will install it in your home.
That's it for the hoop today. Check out the security system, and we'll see you back tomorrow morning.
This is Ernie Montgomery.
This is Perry Alvarado.
This is Roxanne Gomez.
This is Dolores Sanchez.
This is Melissa Owens.
And I'm Kathy Cullen. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
The recent loss of medical data by the Draco Foundation was tragic for everyone. A cure for all strains of the human metahuman vampiric virus was within reach. It was a blow to those who seek to return to their metahumanity, and those who want their cities and neighborhoods to feel safe at night again. Thankfully, we at Genetique, working with the corporate backing of Az Technology, have been secretly working toward that very same goal. We are proud to announce to our shareholders that we have begun testing for our cure for HMHBV. We hope to begin metahuman trials as soon as Q3 next year. Our focus is a combination of nanotechnology, genetic therapies, and thaumaturgical sciences that will push the virus to regress and leave the host without a trace. We look forward to a future where metahuman flesh and organs aren't traded commodities on the black market, and essence isn't drained from hapless citizens. Genetique.
Hey boss, where am I putting last week's fabrics?
Round the corner, second shelf.
Top shelf?
Second shelf.
Okay. Sorry, I heard you. Did we get the ladder though?
Yes, we got the ladder.
Thank you. All
right, you got the measurements for that big orc?
The blue one or the
blue one, the Oni.
Oh yeah. No, they're almost done, but I think we're gonna need to get him to come in to I think I fucked up his waist measurement, so I'm not sure. I think I need to go through that again. But no. I've already got the rest of it patterned out and shit. So
okay, well we better be able to get it close enough to his actual waist size so we can make a little minute adjustment. I don't want him to keep coming in again and again and again.
He scrapes the ceiling.
Yeah, I am well aware. That cost a pretty penny.
Sorry. Okay, so I'll just work it up and then you can take it in on the day, I guess.
Fine.
All right.
Also, how's the electrochromic with the hidden holster coming along?
Oh no, that's been done for 2 days. So I thought I told you.
Oh no, where'd you put it?
It's in the right drawer.
The right drawer? What?
Yeah, that's where I mean a couple weeks ago I suggested we put the holstery shit in that one so that the sheaths are separate.
Yeah, I had mentally, at least I was looking for that with the electrochromics.
Oh, so okay, I see. Yeah, I was going more for article of clothing, not method of process. We'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, no, sorry, you're messing with an old man's system. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just
Benny. You are not a day over however old you are.
That's a tautology.
Yep. Hey, I'm a walking tautology. I don't know what that means.
So what happened to your orc?
My orc?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're the one who looks like your older sister.
That's a weird thing to say. No, I haven't really heard from her.
Really? How long's she been out again?
It's 3 months longer than I thought.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
She's coming back.
I mean, you're still getting messages, right? That's the important thing, as long as you're still getting messages.
Sasha nods with sort of an accepting kind of half smile. No, but she needed time, and I've lost enough of that to kind of be cool with it.
Well, I'm sure she's safe. Y'all went through so much, and you keep telling me about how you saw her throw an arrow straight through a person.
It was really fucking cool. Also, don't piss that woman off.
Oh no, I have no intention of that.
I figured you wouldn't, but yeah, no, she gets scary sometimes. Not angry scary, not orc, normal, rah, but likes it a little too much. She's coming back. And anyway, in the meantime, we've got all the. You're still good with the overtime, right?
Yeah. Overtime's not a problem.
Hang on, Ben. Sasha looks at their comm and sees the comm code and recognizes it. You mind if I fuck off to the back for a minute?
All right, we gotta finish closing out of here. I don't want to.
I'll just give me a minute. Sasha opens the message.
Hey. I know it's been longer than I said, and I'm very, very sorry for that. But I want you to know that I did it. I think I finally figured out who I want to be from now on, and I'm so grateful that you gave me the time that I needed to do that. And thank you for being behind me no matter what. Sasha, I love you. And there's a little X and a little O. And underneath that it says Nova. And underneath that it says turn around.
Sasha turns around. Nova?
Nova is standing at the entrance to the back of the store. Full on sobbing.
I like it. No.
And she just runs to Sasha and throws her arms around him.
Oh, fuck. You're back. Your name is Nova.
Yep.
Hey, Benny. Hey, Benny.
What? Okay.
You got me. No, my partner. Benny Sanderson. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be cheesy about this. I would love for you to meet my partner. Nova. It is her name.
It's good to see you again. Sorry for all of this.
No, he's seen me. Like, you should have seen when I asked for the fucking job.
Your store looks wonderful. But I'm gonna need to steal them right now.
Well, one thing first. I don't want to interrupt. This is clearly a moment, and then I'll let you go. But how the fuck did you break into my store?
Crit Squad is Lindsay Zana as Baldy.
Crit Squad is Eric Snyder as Dr. Trenchman and Benjamin Gable.
Crit Squad is Chris Henry as Sasha Stone.
Crit Squad is John DeVries as Milligram and Yaroslav Gatka.
Crit Squad is Austin Rusk as your game master.
And special thanks to Jeffrey Chaney as John Galtz. His performance helped build the foundation of Crit Squad, and we're immensely thankful for his work.
And on that note, Crit Squad Special Kamikaze Unit couldn't have happened without the support of our listeners, including, but not limited to, our friends and family in the greater Shadowcasters Network community, many of whom lent their voices and talents to this very episode in a way that blows us way the hell away. Detailed info on everything and everyone who contributed to this episode is in the show notes, but we gotta offer extra special thanks to our cameos in this series finale, so I implore you to stick with us and learn about some incredibly cool people as we thank our guests in order, starting with Radio Free Detroit, starring Oz from the Shadowcasters Network as Ziggy and Kelly Abraham as Sunshine. Check out Ziggy on Twitter at ziggy.trollsr and find a link to the incredible Radio Free Detroit podcast in our show notes. The show contains, and I quote,
philosophy, ice creams, and sometimes the da-booming stuff.
plus some familiar voices if you pay enough attention. Trust me, friends, you will not be disappointed. Please give it a listen. You can also follow Oz on Twitter at OzCore. He's the lead livestream content developer at Shadowcasters Network, and you can check out all their awesome content on YouTube by visiting youtube.com and searching Shadowcasters Network. There you will find, among other things, a veritable cornucopia of live actual play content from different tabletop RPGs, including our favorite Shadowrun Anarchy show, Join the Anarchy. Search deep enough, and there too you will find some familiar Crit Squad voices amongst the crowd. As Brian Redman of UCAS Public Radio, we must thank Clifton Wright, aka Mr. Johnson of the Arcology Podcast. Mr. Johnson is, in our view, the godfather of Shadowrun podcasting. You can find him on Twitter at Arcology Podcast and on patreon.com/Arcology Podcast. Keep an eye out there for a ton of great Shadowrun content. Plus, he is also a member of the Shadowcasters Network, so refer back to that there YouTube link in the show notes and let your eyes and ears be consumed by some of the nicest, most enthusiastic Shadowrun content creators out there. As the angry radio pundit, we extend our thanks to OPTI, a Shadowrun content veteran who is way too cool to show up in our neck of the woods, but nevertheless, here he is, and we couldn't be more beside ourselves with appreciation that he's here. OPTI is the host of the Neo-Anarchist podcast, writer of some of your favorite Shadowrun books, and, quote, founding doofus of Fragging Unicorn Games, a company which is currently developing some stuff that I'm personally really excited about. You can find OPTI at neoanarchist.com, on Twitter at unicorn_OPTI, and with Fragging Unicorn Games on Twitter at Fraggin Unicorns and at fraggingunicorns.com. As the drive time shock jock from Tiny and the Crew, Shadowrun guru Bobby Fraggin Frankenberger. Find him on Twitter at GM Funkytown and, perhaps more importantly, on YouTube at youtube.com/complexaction, where you can find a whole host of entertaining and educational disambiguation of the finer points of Shadowrun gameplay. He is an all-around great guy and a major positive influence on Crit Squad. So, check him out. As with everyone, you won't be disappointed. Then, as the Morning Hoop, the entire goddamn cast of Resting Glitchface, a Shadowrun Anarchy podcast and winner of the 2019 Audioverse Awards for Best New Improvised Production. They have the best podcast name in the universe, if you ask me, and you can check them out on Twitter at Resting Glitch and find episodes and info about their show at restingglitchface.com. So, thanks to Eric, Maddie, Sid, and Shannon, with special guest Austin, no relation to our own, from Resting Glitchface. You guys nailed it. That was awesome. And finally, as the spokesperson for Genetique, Mak Shepard, friend of the show and cast member sound designer for Pink Mohawk Edition, another Shadowrun Anarchy podcast that I hear started with some minor influence from Crit Squad. So, we'll try not to let that get to our heads while we continue to thank them for their talents and tell you to check them out on Twitter at Macchiato, at Pink Mohawk Pod, and at patreon.com/Pink Mohawk Edition. Check them out. They're a bunch of good people. You'll have a good time. And lastly, we gotta thank you guys. It's cheesy as hell, but we wouldn't have come this far without the support and engagement of every single person who has listened to this show, which means you, right now, you, the one who is listening at this very moment. You warm our hearts, and we hope the finale was everything you hoped it would be. So we've got a new campaign in the works too, a sci-fi adventure drama we're calling Crit Squad Serious Gate, run with a cinematic flair by our very own 14 milligrams, John DeVries. We have a couple of sessions in the can already and are continuing to record as we work on collecting new sound libraries, artwork, and more sort of bits and bobs in order to build the release of this next campaign into something truly special. We're going to pause on podcast releases for a little while, but you can keep abreast of our progress on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Crit Squad Cast, or to get an even closer inside look, you can check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/CritSquadCast, where we will post updates, sample audio, bonus content, and more as we work to bring our next campaign to life. If that doesn't strike your fancy, no worries. You can always check out critsquad.com for news, episodes, merch, and links to all the stuff we have going on in the world. But whatever you do, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for listening. We are absolutely floored by the support and response we've gotten to this show, and we just cannot wait to bring you something new in the coming months. So, until then, see you next time on Crit Squad.
Shortwave Radio. Enjoy yourself.